Welcome to Psych Insight, your portal into the fascinating world of psychology. Today we're delving into a topic that affects us all yet remains largely invisible: the social force. It's an energy that influences our thoughts, actions, and emotions, and it's particularly potent when we're in a group setting. But what is this force exactly? How does it work? And most importantly, how can we harness its power for good? If you're intrigued by these questions and eager to explore the depths of your social personality, then you're in the right place. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. And remember, if you find these insights helpful, please share, like, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to provide these deep dives into the human mind. Thank you for being part of our community, and now, let's delve into the power of conformity. Have you ever wondered why you act differently in a group setting than when you're alone? It's a fascinating question, isn't it? This shift in behavior is due to our social personality, a changeable aspect of ourselves that adapts to the social context we find ourselves in. There's an invisible energy that binds us when we're in a group. This energy, known as the social force, connects each member and influences our behaviors and emotions. Now, the social force isn't inherently good or bad. It's a neutral entity that adjusts in strength depending on the size of the group. It's like a magnet, drawing us in, making us feel a part of something bigger. It can be used for positive purposes, promoting cooperation and empathy within the group. But it can also be twisted for negative purposes, leading to groupthink or mob mentality. So, how do we navigate this? How do we make the most out of this social force without losing our individuality? The answer lies in developing what we call group intelligence. This isn't about being the smartest in the room. It's about being aware of how the social force affects us and learning to resist its negative effects. It's important to remember that the social force has two main aspects: an individual effect and the influence on group dynamics. The individual effect involves the patterns we fall into, such as fitting in or performing to be accepted and liked. Group dynamics, on the other hand, involve the patterns that groups tend to follow, such as establishing a group culture or following implicit rules. In the end, it's about balance. It's about understanding that while the social force can make us feel connected and part of something bigger, it can also lead us astray. It's about recognizing the power of conformity and learning to harness it for good. The social force is a powerful tool, but you must remain aware of its effects on your individuality. So due to social force and invisible pressure, we unknowingly change when we are part of a group. We become chameleons, morphing to match the colors of our surroundings. This is the individual effect of the social force. It's a powerful yet invisible energy that binds us to the group, leading us to adjust our behaviors and attitudes, often subconsciously. One of the most common patterns we fall into is the desire to fit in. We may find ourselves dressing like everyone else, nodding our heads to the same music, or even adopting the same values. It's a subtle dance of conformity, a silent agreement to blend in rather than stand out. Then there's the need to perform. When we're part of a group, we're always on stage. We tailor our dialogue, hide our flaws, and showcase our strengths, all in a bid to be accepted and liked. It's as if we're wearing masks, playing roles we think the group expects us to play. Next, we come to emotional contagion. Just like a yawn can spread through a room, so can emotions. One person's joy can lift the mood of the entire group, just as one person's negativity can cast a shadow. We become mirrors, reflecting the emotions around us. Lastly, we encounter hypercertainty. This is our tendency to act without thinking, to jump on the bandwagon because everyone else is doing it. It's a dangerous pattern, one that can lead us to take risks without considering the consequences. But fear not, for self-awareness is the antidote. By understanding these patterns, we can catch ourselves before we fall into them. We can consciously choose to maintain our individuality, to stay true to ourselves despite the pull of the group. So next time you find yourself in a group, pause. Observe your behavior. Are you conforming because you want to, or because you feel you have to? Are you acting out of genuine emotion, or are you mirroring the emotions around you? Are you making reasoned decisions, or are you succumbing to hypercertainty? Awareness of these patterns is the key to maintaining your individuality within a group. Remember, it's okay to be part of a group, but it's equally important to maintain your sense of self. Every group has its own unique culture, but have you ever questioned what shapes it? Every group, regardless of its size or purpose, follows a series of unwritten rules that govern behavior. These rules, often unspoken, are the glue that holds the group together, providing a sense of order and structure. Now let's turn to the role of the courtier. Picture a courtier as a companion to the king or queen who follows and imitates them. Courtiers do everything they can to get the attention of their leaders. Their role is pivotal in setting the tone of the group, often reflecting the ideals and values of the leaders. Next, we have the presence of an enemy. All groups, consciously or unconsciously, identify a common adversary. This enemy could be an external threat or a competing group. The presence of an enemy can unify the group, providing a common goal or a shared cause to rally around. Lastly, let's discuss the formation of factions. Over time, groups can splinter into smaller factions, each with its own set of beliefs and values. This can lead to discord and conflict within the group. However, a strong group culture, rooted in shared ideals and mutual respect, can prevent this fragmentation. Understanding these dynamics can help you navigate group culture while maintaining your individuality. Remember, it's not about losing yourself in the group, but rather about understanding how the group functions and how you can contribute to it in a meaningful way. It's about striking a balance between being a part of the group and retaining your unique identity. So the next time you find yourself in a group, take a moment to observe these dynamics. See how the implicit rules shape behavior, how the courtier influences the group's direction, how the enemy unifies the group, and how a strong culture can prevent faction formation. Understanding these dynamics can help you navigate group culture while maintaining your individuality. Within each group, there are individuals who play specific roles. Do you know who they are in yours? Let's delve into the realm of courtiers, those individuals who play specific roles within a group dynamic. First, we have the intriguer. This individual is the master of subterfuge, always plotting, always scheming. While they may appear loyal, charming, and efficient, they manipulate people and situations to their advantage. Their goal is to gain power and eventually replace their boss. Next, meet the stirrer. This person is driven by deep insecurities, resentment, and envy. They excel at instilling doubts, stirring the pot, and causing trouble. They thrive on chaos, using it to mask their personal insecurities and to shift the group's focus away from their own shortcomings. Then we have the gatekeeper. This individual is the idealizer, the one who knows everything about their leader. They are the keeper of the leader's secrets, the protector of their reputation, and the one who controls access to the leader. The shadow enabler is an intriguing character. This individual identifies repressed desires in people, including their leaders, and enables those desires to manifest. They manipulate these hidden desires to their advantage, subtly influencing the group's dynamics. Lastly, we have the court jester. This individual's role is simple yet essential. They are there to bring humor and levity to the group, often serving as a stress reliever. But don't underestimate them. They have a unique perspective on the group's dynamics, and their seemingly innocent jests can reveal profound truths. Recognizing these roles can help you navigate the dynamics of your group with greater awareness and independence. So the next time you find yourself in a group setting, take a step back and observe. You might just discover a courtier in your midst. And remember, while we may play different roles in our groups, it's essential to maintain our individuality and rationality amidst the pull of conformity. In the face of conformity, how do you stand your ground and maintain your individuality? This question brings us to the heart of our discussion, the importance of resistance. The first step to resisting the pull of the group is fostering a healthy self-esteem. This doesn't mean becoming arrogant or dismissive of others' perspectives. Rather, it's about knowing your worth, understanding your unique strengths, and being comfortable with your imperfections. With a strong sense of self-esteem, you are less likely to be swayed by the group's opinions or feel the need to fit in at the cost of your individuality. Being aware of reality is another crucial part of resistance. This means recognizing the group's dynamics, acknowledging the emotional contagion, and understanding the role you play within the group. It's about seeing things as they are, not as we want them to be or as the group perceives them to be. This reality awareness can help us avoid irrational decisions and actions that may be influenced by the group. While it's essential to resist the negative influences of the group, it's equally important to recognize that not all groups exert a downward pull. Enter the concept of a reality group. A reality group is a collective of diverse, open-minded, cooperative, and individualistic members. Rather than pulling you down, a reality group can actually elevate you. It encourages individual thinking, fosters personal growth, and promotes a collaborative spirit. Being part of a reality group doesn't mean you lose your individuality. On the contrary, it celebrates your unique perspective and contributions. The reality group is not about conformity. It's about unity in diversity. It's about coming together, not to become the same, but to enrich each other with our distinct viewpoints and experiences. The key to resisting the downward pull of conformity lies in balancing our need for social connection with our need for individual expression. It's about knowing when to adapt and when to assert, when to blend in and when to stand out. Remember, while groups can pull you in different directions, staying true to your individuality is the key to resisting the downward pull of conformity.